You know how when you get your first paycheck or make some extra cash, you have that moment of yes, I finally have money, but then, a few days later, it's all gone. And you're left wondering, where did it all go? Well, I'm going to show you how to never ask that question again. It's not about how much you make, it's about how you manage what you make. Whether you're making $50 a week or $500, managing your money like the top 1% can be simple. I'm talking about a system that can completely change the way you handle your cash and still let you have fun with it. So let's talk about how you can manage your money in a way that actually sets you up for success without feeling like you're living on ramen noodles 24/7. A lot of you watching right now might feel like you're working hard, whether it's juggling school, a part-time job, or maybe even running a side hustle. Money is coming in, but somehow every time you check your bank account, it's practically vanished. You're left wondering, where did it all go? This isn't just a coincidence, it's a common cycle, and you're not alone in feeling this way. Many of us get stuck in this routine. You earn, you spend, and when it's all gone, you're left hoping that next time, you'll finally get ahead. Sound familiar? It's easy to think, if only I made more money, everything would be fine. But the truth is, it's not about how much you make, it's about how you manage what you have. Catch this. Even on a tight budget, the right money system can completely change your game. You probably feel this pressure to save for the future, whether that's for college, a new car, or simply to avoid struggling by the time you hit 30. But there's this constant tug of war. You want to enjoy life now, not just save every penny. You're tired of feeling like you're working just to survive. If you're nodding your head thinking, yes, this is exactly me, then keep watching. Because here's the good news, it doesn't have to be this way. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter with your money. The top 1% don't have a magic formula, they have a plan. And with the right approach, you can live your best life today, while also building a solid financial cushion for tomorrow. The 15-65-20 system. This formula might sound basic, but don't underestimate it. It's a smart, effective way to balance saving, spending, and enjoying life. Think of it as a blueprint that the top 1% use to manage their wealth. If you stick with it, you'll see a serious shift in how you handle your finances. Step 1. Save 15% of your income, the future fund. Setting aside 15% of your income for savings is like paying your future self first. This part of your budget is dedicated to building a safety net, giving you peace of mind and opening up options for your future. Whether it's for emergencies, investing, or big future purchases, this fund is about giving yourself flexibility. Here are some ways you might use this savings over time. Emergency fund. Investment potential. Long-term goals. Treat this 15% as untouchable. It's not meant for day-to-day needs. Over time, this fund builds stability, giving you control over your financial life. Step 2. Allocate 65% for needs and essentials. The largest chunk, 65%, goes toward essentials. This covers all the basics required for daily living, like rent or mortgage payments, bills, groceries, and transportation. Think of this as maintaining your day-to-day life while covering necessities without overspending. Here's how to approach this category. Prioritize fixed expenses. Plan variable costs. Avoid overextending. Covering your needs without going beyond this 65% ensures you live within your means. It's not about sacrifice, it's about securing the basics comfortably so you don't have to worry about finances. Step 3. Enjoy 20% as your fun fund. 20% is your fun fund. Yes, you read that right. This is money set aside specifically for enjoyment, whether that's dining out, buying something you've had your eye on, or just treating yourself without feeling guilty. So why does this system work? Because it's realistic. It keeps your savings on track without squeezing the life out of your budget. This way, you're saving steadily, covering your essentials, and still allowing yourself the freedom to enjoy your hard-earned money. With the 15-65-20 system, you can finally stop feeling like your money is disappearing and start building a foundation that gives you security and room for fun. The remaining 20%, it's all yours to enjoy guilt-free. This fund is set aside for entertainment, hobbies, treats, and anything that brings a smile to your face. It's essential for maintaining balance in life. Here's how you can make the most of it. Guilt-free splurging. Create special memories. Stay within limits. Let's discuss the detail of each step in detail. Step 1. 15% for you. The first step of the system is setting aside 15%. That's 15% of every dollar you make that should go directly to yourself. Sounds a bit counterintuitive, right? You might be thinking, shouldn't I spend that money on bills or essentials? But this step is key, and here's why. Let's say you're having a great week, feeling financially comfortable, and then, Bam, you get a flat tire, or your phone decides to stop working, or even worse, you get hit with an unexpected medical bill. Without money saved for emergencies, you're left scrambling to cover these surprise costs. This is exactly where most people slip up. They panic, go into debt, or worse, drain funds they were planning to use for something else. But if you consistently save 15% of your income, you're ready for moments like these. That 15% isn't just about spending, it's your personal safety net. This safety net covers emergencies without the stress and keeps you in control of your financial situation. Let's talk about Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest and most successful investors in history. Buffett has long advocated for maintaining a substantial cash reserve to be ready for both unexpected emergency and lucrative opportunities. He famously says, "Cash is king," because it gives him the flexibility to act swiftly when the time is right, whether that's seizing an investment opportunity or handling a financial setback. This mindset is a big part of Buffett's success. By always having cash on hand, he can weather financial storms without scrambling or going into debt. And that's exactly what the 15% rule is all about. It's about building up the resources to manage whatever comes your way, whether it's an unexpected expense or an exciting chance to grow your wealth. Just like Buffett, you want to have the freedom to make calm, calculated decisions, not rushed, reactive ones. How can you apply this in your own life? Begin with a small emergency fund, enough to cover 1 month of essential expenses like rent, groceries, and transportation. Don't worry about your subscriptions or takeout orders right now. Focus on what you need to survive if your income stops. Once you've saved that 1 month's cushion, aim to build up to 3 to 6 months worth of essential expenses. This financial buffer will give you incredible peace of mind. Emergencies may still come, but you'll be able to handle them without missing a beat. And remember, this isn't only for emergencies. You can also use part of that 15% for investments, growing your savings, or funding your long-term goals. So when you get an extra $50 or $100 from a side hustle, try putting it in a savings account, investing it, or setting it aside for a specific goal. Step 2, 65% for essentials. Next up, we have the 65%. This portion of your income is for your non-negotiable expenses, the things that keep you going day to day. Rent, food, utilities, transportation. Basically, the essentials. These are the costs you can't avoid, and they should take up 65% of your income. Now, here's where things can get tricky. When you get a raise or a promotion, it's easy to think, I deserve a nicer apartment, or it's time for a new car. But the key here is to resist the temptation to upgrade your lifestyle too quickly. If you're not careful, those essential costs can easily creep up. Suddenly, your 65% budget could balloon to 75%, 80%, or even more. When this happens, you'll find that your paycheck just doesn't stretch as far as it used to. So the challenge here is to keep your essential spending in check, even when your income increases. Stick to the basics, and make sure those essential expenses stay within that 65% limit, so you still have room for the other parts of the system, especially the all-important 15% for you. Let's take a look at Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Early in his career, Bezos was laser-focused on controlling his living expenses. Even as Amazon was growing rapidly, he didn't indulge in luxury items or make big purchases. In fact, Bezos lived in a modest apartment with his wife for many years, even after the company began to take off. Why? Because he understood that keeping his basic expenses low would allow him to focus on what truly mattered, growing his business and accumulating wealth. This is the lesson Bezos teaches us. It's not about how much you can afford, it's about living below your means. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I'm making more money now, I deserve more stuff, but the problem is, doing that too quickly can derail your financial progress. By keeping your essential expenses in check, you free up more cash for the important stuff. Saving, investing, and building long-term wealth. Here's the key takeaway. As your income rises, don't feel pressured to upgrade your lifestyle. Keep your essential costs like rent, transportation, and utilities as low as possible while still meeting your needs. For example, if you're paying $600 a month for rent and you get a raise, resist the urge to immediately upgrade to an $800 apartment. By sticking with the lower rent for a little longer, you can use that extra income to save, invest, and enjoy your life without the pressure of increased monthly expenses. Here's a practical tip. Track where your money is going. Identify your biggest spending categories: housing, food, transportation, and look for areas to cut back. Could you negotiate a better deal on rent? Maybe carpooling or using public transportation would save you money on gas. Even small changes in your essential expenses can free up a lot of cash, giving you more to save and invest. Step 3, 20% for fun. Now let's get to the fun part, the last 20%. This portion is for you to enjoy your hard-earned money. That's right, 20% of every dollar should go towards things that make you happy. Whether it's a night out with friends, that new video game you've had your eye on, a weekend getaway, or splurging on a cool jacket. This 20% is for you to treat yourself. I can already hear you thinking, but won't spending this 20% hurt my savings and investments? The short answer: no. In fact, not spending this 20% might actually hurt your financial progress more than you think. All work and no play can lead to burnout. If you're constantly pinching pennies, never allowing yourself a little fun, you're going to get frustrated, feel deprived, and eventually you might just throw in the towel. Life is about balance. Saving and investing are critical, but enjoying the present moment is equally important. By budgeting for fun, you'll keep your motivation high and avoid the burnout that comes from a restrictive financial mindset. Treating yourself to experiences or small pleasures helps you maintain that healthy balance and keep your long-term financial goals in sight without feeling like you're sacrificing everything for the future. Dwyane "The Rock" Johnson is a perfect example of someone who knows how to balance working hard, saving wisely, and enjoying life. From his days as a professional wrestler to becoming one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors and a successful businessman, The Rock has mastered the art of balancing the grind with the good life. What's interesting in the context of this 20% rule is Johnson's transparency about his journey and how he manages his money. While he makes millions, Johnson is also known for his disciplined approach to finances. Much like the 15% rule, he advocates for saving and investing wisely. He consistently invests in himself and his personal growth, ensuring his long-term financial goals remain on track. But when it comes to the 20%, the fun part, The Rock truly lives life to the fullest. He's famous for his intense fitness regimen, his love for food. He's known for indulging in massive cheat meals, and his commitment to spending quality time with his family and taking well-deserved breaks. Whether he's vacationing with loved ones or taking time off from filming to recharge, Johnson embraces the importance of enjoying life. A prime example is his entrepreneurial venture, Teremana Tequila, which he built from the ground up. It's not just about the profits, it's also about enjoying the process and sharing his success. Whether it's treating fans to surprises or taking his family on luxurious trips, The Rock makes sure to celebrate the fruits of his labor. Dwyane Johnson often speaks about the importance of celebrating the small victories and treating yourself along the way. He's serious about business, but he never forgets to live life to the fullest, and that's a crucial part of his success. By incorporating both hard work and guilt-free enjoyment into his life, he stays motivated and connected to his goals, while still enjoying the rewards along the way. Just like The Rock, you can achieve financial success and still make room for enjoyment. When you set aside a portion of your earnings for fun, whether it's treating yourself to something you've wanted or taking a vacation with friends, you're not just spending money, you're investing in your happiness and well-being. This balance keeps you motivated and energized, making it easier to stay on track with your long-term financial goals. Enjoying life is an essential part of maintaining a healthy financial mindset, ensuring you don't burn out or lose sight of why you're working hard in the first place. There you have it, the 15-65-20 rule. It's a simple formula for managing your money like the 1%, and it can be applied no matter what your income looks like. Save 15% for yourself, keep your essentials under 65%, and have fun with 20% of your income. Follow this system, and you'll start building a solid financial foundation that sets you up for success without feeling deprived or stressed. Remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about how you manage what you make. Whether you're starting out with a small paycheck or you're making six figures, the key to lasting financial success is discipline, balance, and making your money work for you. Ready to manage your money like the top 1%? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hit subscribe for more simple tips and strategies to help you grow your wealth. Let's start building your financial future together.